Hello, friends. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of High On Sci-fi. I'm your host, Kyle Borrego, and joining me for this episode is my good friend, Aaron Shea. Aaron Shea was the one who started it all with me in the first episode, and who better to go to talk about video games than Aaron Shea? Aaron, he's every video game he touches, he platinums. I don't know how he does it or finds the time for it, but he does it, and he's really good at it. But in this episode, we talk about games that you can play in quarantine, what our picks are, and just general video game talk. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of High On Sci-Fi.
You are listening to High On Sci-Fi with your host, Kyle Borrego.
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty sweet setup, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like your little. Do you play PlayStation in there too?
I have one of my PlayStation 4s in there, and my Pro's upstairs though on the 4K television. This screen,
Okay.
this monitor, that television is it's a plasma 1080p.
So everybody that's listening, Aaron's game room. He has a big flat screen TV on an opposite wall with fucking 5 speakers. I'm sure there's more in there, but
There's more. It's 7.2.
Yes.
The two bigger speakers are the subwoofers.
Yeah, and they're surrounding the TV, and then there's a gap between that and the desk, and then there's this desk with the tower, some PlayStation VR headsets right next to it. His controllers all neatly lined up. It's like a little it's your little happy space.
It's my gaming station.
Dude, I can't wait to get a house so I can have a room like this.
Yeah.
It'd probably be like a podcast room, and all of my shit in there too, like gaming stuff.
Yeah. You definitely want a gaming room.
Yeah, that way, if Gina gets sick of my shit, I can just go hide in my room and, play some video games.
This was an open basement, and then me, my dad, and younger brother built this room.
Awesome. No, that's really fucking cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
hell yeah, dude.
I'd like to check that out in person one day, get a feel for it.
Yeah. I'll have to get you some here, I'll get you pictures at the other end so you can see like how nerdy. I'll do like a wide. Let's see, what options do I have?
See,
Panorama.
I've
There
seen
we go.
I've seen a lot of gaming rooms. In a lot of people's gaming rooms, it's either one or the other, okay? They either have a shit ton of art hanging up around or no art, kind of like your room. I mean, all I see is a clock hanging up. That's the only kind of quote-unquote art that I'm seeing, but there's like no pictures or anything. Huh.
Okay, here we go. I'll get a big
Let's see here.
taking this thing now.
I don't see it yet.
Hold
It'll
on.
show up.
Hold on.
It'll show up.
God. Okay, hold on. I'm sending it now. I was still taking the picture. You have to get like the wide.
Well, I mean, you know what you should do? Because I'd imagine I'm not going to be able to see anybody for interviews for a while. Skype's definitely easier to meet because you're at your place. I'm here,
Yep.
but I'm able to still talk to you and record you, which is awesome.
It's fucking great.
Yeah. But I got my camera at a fucking Micro Center for $25. It's a 1080p camera, but it's also like a security camera. It's called a Wyze camera, WYZE. And it was only $25, but it works
That's
pretty.
not bad.
Yeah, it works really, really well. I'm surprised about it. It's pretty fucking cool. Okay, I see in this next picture here. It's like a panorama. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Okay, it looks better. There's more shit hanging around in the background.
all the fucking gaming collector's edition shit I have in the back.
Yeah. And you got like a workout bicycle like between rounds.
Yeah, so people, that's actually just so people think I work out.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's these spin bikes in the background for everybody
Yeah, they're
listening.
dust collectors.
Yeah. I could just see you if someone was like really into getting fit and also into gaming, you know, like they would be playing Call of Duty to boost their like adrenaline and hormones and shit. And then between rounds, they just go on there and pump iron really, really fast.
Well, the only problem with it is,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Thin?
I'm working out. No, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, dude, it's a fun setup, and I definitely need to upgrade my PC because it's like 5-6 years old. It still holds up for a lot of the games, but
Mm-hmm.
I have the GTX 670 in this with 8 gigs of RAM, and it just
Yeah, I feel
I
like.
need to put a little bit more power into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you could get like a 16 gig RAM. You know,
Pretty easily too.
pretty
Fairly
easy and
cheap.
cheap. Yeah, even 32. I was looking at a computer. It had 64 gigs of RAM,
Mm-hmm.
something crazy like that. It was a laptop, and it was a laptop, and it only cost like $1,500, $1,800, somewhere between there.
That's not bad.
It was-
Yeah, because I think at the time I dropped about 2,000 out of this one,
Yeah,
but
Yep.
it was like top of the line when I did it
right.
like 6 years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
5, 6.
Yeah, it's so crazy how fast like technology advances with a computer. You know.
I feel like it's gotten slower though.
Well, yeah. I mean, any level of computing is going to take a minute to advance to the point where you can't advance it anymore. So then you come up with a
Right.
different type of computing.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly.
And they
That's
got-
why I think it's kind of slowing down. Like the video
Yeah.
cards seem to be lasting a little bit longer
Yeah.
than they ever used to.
Yeah, I think you just hit this plateau in technology, and with the type of games and stuff coming out, you can only do so much.
Yeah.
But I mean, they got quantum computing now, so who the fuck knows what we're gonna see in the future?
There's like I think I don't know. I think the future of gaming might be more utilizing access to company computers
Hmm.
to just open a web window and access their computers to play games. So that way you don't need to have that beefy of a computer
Yeah.
to play games. Like they have the whole setup to where you just access the games through a window.
Hmm.
So you'll only need some basics.
Well, I think it's gonna get even crazier than that, dude. We're gonna have like some Ready Player One type shit coming out, or like in that Black Mirror episode where he can connect with that little nodule that connects his brain to the video game.
That is if Corona doesn't wipe us out.
Dude,
If that wipes us out, then, no more games at all.
if anything, this corona is advancing the ability for that to happen, because they're thinking like, oh man, everybody's gonna be fucking germaphobes. Nobody wants to like go out and interact with people. So then they're gonna create this virtual world like the one in Ready Player One, where everybody can go connect and be part of something without having to leave your fucking house.
And then the real world is going to be called Death Stranding.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much. You're not gonna see anybody.
I will fucking become a Sam and deliver packages.
There you go. Yeah, man. I still need to keep playing that game. I went back to it. I've been like going from game to game pretty quick. I'll spend like a few hours on one game and then move to the next one.
Yep.
Just because I
Here,
get.
did you ever look at? Because you remember what my prediction was with Death Stranding?
Yeah.
I'm typing here, so if you could hear that, I apologize.
That's fine.
So let's see. Trophy percentages.
Mm-hmm.
Because what you could do is you could look at see how many people completed the game by looking at what percentage of people got the final trophies.
Okay.
Let's see. Da-da-da-da.
I feel like it's probably
Okay,
a lot.
So let's see. Chapter. It goes all the way through chapter. Because what did I say? I think I said I bet you not even half will finish this goddamn game. I don't remember what I
Yeah.
said. I said it in one of the episodes.
Yeah, you definitely
so maybe we
did.
can kind of go back. Let's see. So it goes up chapter 14, 48.7%. That
So,
means
yeah.
only 48.7% of players completed that game.
I'm the other
Completed
percent of
it.
that. That's for fucking sure. No, I just I forgot how cool Skyrim was, you know? So I'm like redoing Skyrim. Shit like that.
Yeah. Death Stranding's definitely a game for a certain type of player.
Yeah.
A player that has like patience beyond fucking patience, because there are points where you'll play 30 minutes and you end up delivering one package in that 30 minutes.
Yeah. And see,
And I think I delivered like over like 3,000 packages in the whole game.
oh my
Something
god.
insane. It's stupid.
That's
Like
god dang ridiculous.
it's a fun game though.
Yeah.
Dude, it actually has a high, because I platinum that one. It actually has a high platinum rate, 18.33%. So that tells me that people who did end up completing the game, a good majority of them were like dedicated fans.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what I was thinking, is that only the dedicated people are really going to be finishing this game. Most people will play it, get bored halfway through, and stop.
Well, I think with this whole coronavirus thing going on, people have no better, excuse me. People don't have anything better to do but to platinum video games. You
Well,
know?
at least play them. That's
Yeah.
why PlayStation, Steam, like all these, they're all throwing up sales.
Yeah.
They should just call it the Corona sale.
That's too controversial, I think.
I don't think so. I would click on it. I would probably be more likely to buy something from it too, because in my mind that makes me think like, oh yeah, like these are hand-picked games to play when you're trapped inside.
Well, according to them, you know,
Right.
some people, I mean, I've looked at a few like top 10, top 15 lists for like what games to play during the, coronavirus. I've seen those articles and they'll list games and I'm like, well, what about this game and this game and that game? They're all different. So it's definitely based on like, their picks. I didn't see Death Stranding on one of them.
That's because everyone's too scared. This game's a fucking prediction. It's scary.
Yep. But I
I
saw,
want to be able to go outside.
but I saw a lot of games that were like Skyrim. I even saw Minecraft on one of those.
A lot of people are going back to older games, where I'm here like loading up on the new shit, dude. I just beat. Oh man, what have I been playing? So I beat Neo 2. So I'll probably, my brother and I will probably work on platinuming that. We already got I think some of the more difficult trophies. Resident Evil 3, I just beat that, and I'm unlocking things. I think I only have like 9 trophies left to platinum that one.
Jesus.
And I just started Final Fantasy 7, because that came out yesterday.
Dude, that's fucking bananas. You're a fucking champion,
and
man.
I'm still working through a Plague Tale.
Yeah, for
And I
everybody.
still play For Honor multiplayer.
For everybody
And
listening.
I just
for,
what else? Red Dead. I just installed that again to maybe start playing that a little bit more. Never finished it.
Yeah, the only thing about Red Dead is I feel like I've played that type of game so many times that I just kind of don't want to do the missions anymore. I get to that point where I'm just like, I'm just gonna go fuck around with people, and then, and then you get on multiplayer and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna go rope people down and drag them. Fuck it.
And then you just get killed.
Yeah.
Well, this is getting boring.
Yep. And then you get bored of that, and then like it's the end of the game.
Yep.
I feel like, but Skyrim, I mean, that's a lot different, as far as like an open world game goes. You have to do a lot more tedious things than Red Dead Redemption, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. I think. Yeah, I mean, they're both really good open world games, though.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Well, fucking look at Grand Theft Auto, the same guys who made Red Dead Redemption. Like people are still playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and that game came out years ago. They haven't made a new one yet.
I don't even think they've announced a new one.
They announced a new one? I think I did see.
No, I said I don't even think they've announced a new one. I think they're still just putting efforts into like beefing up 5 and like adding more shit to the multiplayer.
I don't know. I thought I saw something saying that they are going to start making a new GTA.
Assuming half their team's not dead from Corona.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, all you college students, motherfuckers, now's your time.
See,
Start submitting your applications.
I feel like with this coronavirus going around, though, they have a lot more time to develop video games.
Now, there's some studios that are actually struggling because they're going into kind of shutting down people from being able to come in. In fact, The Last of Us 2 is supposed to be out in about like 46 days. Not that I'm counting. It got put on hold indefinitely.
Okay, so
they don't even know when they're going to release it.
Well, what about this? Like, why can't they just take work home? I mean, all of that is being done, for the most part, on video games.
Then the company would have to allow them to take computers home or pay to have the programmers build computers to have at their home.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe there's more sensitivity and because then they'd have to transfer files digitally at that point.
Yeah, because
maybe they're worried about doing that and someone retrieving it and taking off and ripping off their ideas. Who knows?
Right. It's all done at their private server.
Right.
Everything's onto that no one else can get to.
Right, and then giving people access from their homes to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd take that risk.
I didn't think about that, but I feel like there's definitely ways to get around that as well.
I'm sure there are.
Come on, man. This is the time to be releasing video games and people for sure buying them. A lot of people aren't working right now, man. You know?
Just program a program to stop people from stealing your program.
Yeah. You guys are fucking smart at this shit. You know all about it. Fix it, man, and bring us some video games.
I want that fucking game to come out on time.
Yeah, it's bullshit. I have to wait. Coronavirus shouldn't stop video games. That's essential. I feel like that is an essential business.
I guess a lot of people who pre-ordered Final Fantasy VII, the who got the physical copy, they're having to wait. Some of them are having to wait because of where they're being shipped from.
Oh God.
Yeah, right. I know. That's like not having food for a week.
Yeah. Oh man, I couldn't imagine. I haven't seen any video games, and I'm just playing the video games I have now, and that's fine for me. You know, I'm not too big of a gamer, but I do play video games. You know, when I find a good one, I'm in it for a while. But so it doesn't bother me that new video games aren't coming out. Now, for some people that were waiting on that Final Fantasy, they're probably freaking out for sure.
Yeah, do you know how long I've been waiting for that?
How long?
14 fucking years.
That is a long time.
Because ever since now they started making it, I think they started making it was it 4 years ago? 4 years ago, I think. But they've been teasing this ever since when they first released the PS3. When they showed a demo video, the demo video was a remake of the intro scene of Final Fantasy VII, and it was funny because the crowd's reaction wasn't like, "Wow, this PS3 looks beautiful. Good job, guys." It was, "You gonna remake Final Fantasy VII?" So it's the interest for PS3 altogether was yeah, cool. But guys, what are you doing? You fucking making this game or what? You remaking this? And then they've been teasing fans ever since. So, and we knew there was going to be a remake. They were saying things like it's not off the table, but I don't know, guys. It would take a lot of programming. We'd have to redo it from the ground up. And they just kept teasing us for fucking years, dude.
Okay, so
14 years.
Here's a question. All right. Since they're delaying Final Fantasy coming out, what do you think they're going to do with fucking new consoles? Because I'm sure they're making that Final Fantasy game to be played on the PS5, right? It's going to be...
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have a lot of cross-compatibility from a lot of the earlier games.
Well, just the PS4
or a lot of
games.
the later games specifically. And I don't know. I haven't found anything on whether or not you're going to be able to play those games if you bought them digitally. I'm hoping it's not restricted to disc only, because if it is, fuck, because I'm all digital now.
I'm sure that you can still get your games.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure you can still get your digital games for sure. Especially the newer ones that they're letting come onto PS5 that they're cross-platforming.
I would think so.
Because they're not cross-platforming that many games, just the real popular ones from the PS4. Because from what my understanding was, is that they were going to make all the fucking video games cross-platform.
They said something like an overwhelming majority.
Yeah,
Like
but
it will be most games, and particularly games that most people were into. You'll probably see a handful of indie games that don't really cross over, but that's about it. And I mean, come on, worst case scenario, like keep your old system. Like I still have my PS3, and the only time I turn that thing on is to play the Dead Space games. But then I also have them on PC, so then I just play them on PC anyway.
yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I'm actually stream playing like that PS Now. I'm streaming Dead Space 3, playing that.
I remember you telling me that. You were the
Yeah.
one who was saying they were playing that.
Yep.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. So
Dude, those games are so good.
oh, without a doubt, one of my favorite third-person games.
I would definitely buy a HD version, an HD release of those three.
Yeah. Without a doubt, dude. If they came out like they did with Crash Bandicoot, like remastered, like all the video games, I'm like, fuck yeah, sign me up.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Because the graphics on the Dead Space 3 game are, they're all right. They're still pretty good, but they're not like what I've been seeing lately as far as like graphics goes. You could definitely tell a difference. So remastering those games would definitely, boost my interest a lot more compared to what it is now. Like it's still fun to play,
sure.
But I would love to play it with great graphics.
Kind of like what they're doing with the Resident Evil games. Those were all the original ones were all on fucking PlayStation 1. And now they're just rebuilding them from the ground up.
Yep. Yeah, but
I don't know, dude. It's a lot of fun, and especially the Final Fantasy 7. Like I played that game for the first time in like 8th grade or something like that, and like just fell in love with that game. Like as corny as it sounds, gamers will understand this. Like that game played a role in my life.
Yeah. I never played
had an impact.
I never played one Final Fantasy.
They're good. So start with 7. Start with the 7 remake. I think you'd like the gameplay style. It's fast paced.
Okay. Yeah, I like fast paced.
A lot of cutscenes.
Yeah, I like that. I like quick paced games. See, the games like the ones that you play, like Bloodborne, those types of games. I can't do it, man. I don't have the
perfect.
patience.
They have they have like normal mode, classic mode, and then
I could play
a pansy ass little bitch mode
I
on
could play
Final Fantasy 7.
I could play Bloodborne right now, actually. Now I'm thinking about it.
You think so?
Yeah, they have it on PS Now.
Well, give it a shot.
Maybe not. I'm not going to.
I can jump on and help you.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Probably not.
But
Get Neo 2.
Okay, I'll try that.
Get Neo 2.
The one that you were playing just recently that I kind of watched you play for a second.
Yeah, I'm still working on it too.
Yeah, that looked interesting. That did look interesting.
It's good. It's good. And the cool thing with 2, that's separate from 1. So in 1, if I were to play with you, I would have had to have killed the boss on the stage you're on. So you can only help other people who have killed that. You can only get people to help you that have already killed that boss.
Oh, okay.
Which means in that game, there had to always be the first person who killed the boss by themselves before they started helping some other people. Once they helped them, then they could help others. So it was like this.
So you can't play together, like on the same level.
Well, in 2, you could play the entire game, start to finish. There's only a couple things like the dojo missions where you learn new strategies. So like a couple levels like that you can't play multiplayer, but otherwise the entire story you can play start to finish with a friend, whether that friend has beat the level yet or not. So
Okay.
it's a lot. It's more open for obtaining assistance through the game, and with how overpowered my freaking character is right now, it's definitely. it definitely I could carry you through the game. Like it would feel like you're. not even playing a game.
It would feel
You
like
could like stay behind me and just watch me kill everything if you really wanted.
so basically I would feel more badass than what I really am in that game.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm
You'd be like,
fucking
motherfuckers, I beat Neo too.
I'm fucking this boss up. Fuck
Look at
you.
me.
Look at me go.
Yeah.
Look at my dick. Meanwhile, you're like one shot kill, kind of OP, but I'm pretending it's
Yep.
me. Fuck. No.
That's hilarious.
But games like Final Fantasy and Resident Evil, the ones that they're remaking, have a way bigger fan base than games like Dead Space 3.
Yeah.
So,
Well, like Dead Space 1 and 2 had a damn good fan base. And then 3, if I remember right, they actually lost money making 3.
oh wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. That game, they kind of went from like the action horror to just like straight up like Gears of War shit with
Yeah.
3. So the fear factor was kind of lost. So it didn't really feel like Dead Space to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect? Your character just went through this shit fucking twice. Of course he's going to be a fucking badass.
Yeah. Yeah, in
So-
the new one, in the Dead Space 3, I get what you're saying, for sure.
Yeah. But I platinum those ones too.
What they should do is remake just Dead Space, but with a completely
Huh?
different story. You know, not like refurbish
Like
it,
an actual reboot.
like an actual reboot. Yeah, that's what they should do.
I'd go for that.
I would
Or
too.
even maybe like a prequel or something.
If it just came out as Dead Space.
Yep.
You know, but a completely different story, completely way different fucked up scenario, crazier looking monsters, but with like the same kind of type of tech. You know what I mean? Not exactly the same, but make it more futuristic.
Nah, see, but you got to change the name just a bit. Like when games go back to like a format of doing like a reboot, kind of starting over, they just had S at the end of it. So like Silent Hills, that was supposed to be the new
Right.
Silent Hill game.
But you can't
So
say Dead Spaces.
It'd have to be Dead Spaces.
No, that's stupid. People would lose their fucking mind over that title. They'd be like,
Dude,
Dead Spaces?
They should announce that they're making a new game called Dead Spaces, and everyone will fucking think it's connected, and it's just like a fucking puzzle game.
Let's make some, let's just make some really good fan art and fuck with people.
There you go. Dead Spaces in space.
Did you see that one post that I put up? The guy with the T-shirt, and he obviously bought it from a different country, but it was supposed to be an alien T-shirt, but it said Alan in space. No one can hear you in space, and it showed like the little alien egg.
Yeah.
It's on the podcast page, but it's hilarious. I'd rock that shirt, dude. Why not?
I would. Let's get a little blending going on in our shirts.
Yeah, fuck it. I'd still rock it. Fuck it.
I would.
So, as far as like let's say like a top 5 of binge-worthy games, like that you could binge out for coronavirus,
Hmm.
and let's say you have to pick one from each kind of type of category. You know?
Okay. So like a challenging game,
Yeah.
maybe
and
like
then,
a problem-solving game,
and then an easy on the brain kind of game, like you could just
kind of laid back.
laid back and do whatever the fuck you
Okay,
want
okay.
and not have to worry about dying or something crazy like that. You know what I mean?
I want to say Final Fantasy VII, but I can't yet because I've only put about 2 hours into it.
Okay.
So I don't want to go there yet because from what I understand, what I'm reading is you can beat the game in about 30, 40 hours or so. And a lot of people might be like, well, that's a lot of time though. Not in the gaming world. Not really.
Mhm.
I'd say probably Monster Hunter for people who haven't played it yet. I think my brother has put in like 400 hours or more into that game.
What?
Because that's a game you can continue to expand. It's almost like World of Warcraft in a sense, just not as big of a world. You don't have to pay to play. And there's a lot to do in that game. I've probably put close to 200 hours into it. And it's still like it's still installed on my system. Like I'm gonna go back and play it again at some point.
Yeah.
That's a game that's always installed on my system. So I'd say that for like kind of more strategy based, perhaps.
Okay.
Because you really have to work really well as a team. Definitely one of those games that are best when you can communicate with your your teammates.
Okay.
Kind of an older one, but I'd say the best multiplayer game, in my opinion, is For Honor. If you like competitive games against other players.
Okay.
That one, player versus player, that one's fun because it's different than the Call of Duty run on the map, kill, run on the map, kill, run on the map, kill. This one does take more strategy. All the characters play differently, and it is a rage fueling machine. So that's always fun for the family.
Okay.
There's different styles of play too, like capture the flag type stuff. There's just 4 versus 4 where you're at a team of 4 and you have to capture zones, and 1-on-1, 2 versus 2. And it's Knights, Vikings, Japanese samurai, and Chinese dynasty warriors in like a world that exists where they're all fighting together. It's really good.
That's pretty awesome.
Graphics are
that sounds
phenomenal.
awesome. Huh.
And there's a lot to it. You could play that. I'd probably put 200-300 hours into that one for sure.
Fucking A.
that one just keeps going because
Yeah.
there's a story to it, which is kind of fun, and you can you could do that multiplayer. But the whole point of that game is really fighting against other players.
Okay.
So that'd be probably so kind of got strategy. With that one, I'd say that's like my competitive game. What other category would you want?
What about a good multiplayer game?
Co-op?
Yeah.
I'd have to say Neo 2.
Neo
That
2?
one's a lot of fun.
What about more like a Call of Duty type of game, or Counter-Strike, or whatever? Battlefield.
Like out of like first-person shooters?
Yeah.
I'd probably say Modern Warfare. I think that's probably been one of the smoothest so far. The only downside to that one is you'd think, like, based on the content they have in it, it'd be like an 80 gig game, tops.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Because even some of the most gorgeous, like, full-looking games aren't much past 100. This fucking game,
How many?
the new
Yeah.
Call of Duty,
Mm-hmm.
is 173 gigs.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't realize it was
uninstalled
that
it
much.
because I didn't have enough space for some of my other games. So I'm like, well, fuck you, dude. You got to go. I don't play you enough, so
Well,
I
I mean,
still play it though. That's the shitty thing.
but
I just don't play it enough.
isn't it because, like, look at their, like, Battle Royale mode, you know?
Yeah, get rid of that fucking thing to spare us some space, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, it's just a huge map, and it has to be able to, like, run smooth with all those people playing on it.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, great, that's fine, but give us an option.
Mhm.
Give us an option on what parts of the game we want to install, because I'm never going to play that shit. I always hated that Battle Royale shit.
Yeah, because once you're dead, you're dead. You don't
Yeah.
come back.
I hate that. It's like they should just rename the game Spectate,
Yeah, pretty much.
at least for me, because like I suck at those games, man.
Me too.
I'm
Me
I'm
too.
a pretty good gamer, but dude, when it comes to first person shooters, nope.
I bet you
Because
if
I don't
we,
play them enough.
I bet if we practiced more, like, we'd be better at
Oh
it.
yeah,
For
we
sure.
would, but I don't put as much time into it because, as you can tell with the games I'm like currently playing now, I usually don't just stick to one game all the time. I usually have like a multiplayer game I always go to, which is For Honor. You know, I just beat Neo 2, Resident Evil 3, working on 7.
Yeah.
I'm working on Final Fantasy 7, still wrapping up A Plague's Tale.
Yeah.
So first person shooter, yeah, that one is a good one. Modern Warfare, it is a good game. It's just too much space. I think you have to have 200 gigs open for it to even install. Because if you have like 180, it'll tell you, sorry, you don't have enough space.
Yep. Yep.
Like it needs space to shift files out, to download the new ones and then replace the old.
Well, my
It has
PlayStation,
updates.
is the first PlayStation. I don't have.
Yeah, so you got the 500,
Yeah.
not the terabyte.
Yeah. So, man, I got.
So there you go. There's half your fucking space.
Yep. Yep. I have to
God.
download it and re-download a lot of games that I have to play. That's why PS
Yeah.
Now is pretty cool because I can just pick a game and stream it, whatever, you know.
Well, and I understand that they, from my understanding, they did set it up to where you can plug in an external hard drive. So if you have like a 1 terabyte external drive, you can use that
Oh, okay.
and just plug it into a USB port. I
Oh.
believe they did update that
Okay.
because that was one of the major complaints that the Xbox had that the PlayStation didn't.
Well, I'm not going to worry
Was
about
what's that?
that.
You need more space? Here you go. Just plug in an external hard drive.
Yeah, I'm not worrying about that. Just because the PS5's coming out, I'll probably end up getting that, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. If they're smart, they'll delay it.
Yeah.
The coronavirus shit is going to set them back in their production.
Well, not only
And
that, but how many people are
I
going to
would
be able
rather them take time and release it knowing that the system is stable
Mm-hmm.
than release something that could very well have a lot of issues.
Well, I mean, fucking people are kind of broke right now, man. They can't go afford to spend $500 on a PlayStation.
Right, that's another reason. So they were
Yeah.
going to go for like a November, December release. I don't think they should. I think they should push it until like summer of next year.
Ooh.
Make a little, I know, but make a little more money off. It's not like we don't have enough fucking games right now to fucking
Yeah.
play with.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
You know?
I mean, it just kind of depends on how long this will all go for. You know, because then they're going to start releasing their games that were supposed to be scheduled, but they're just postponing all these games that are supposed to be coming out. Kind of like the movie industry, you know? So they're
Sure.
setting all these dates back, so they're like, well, might as well set the console back too.
Yeah. I mean, if they, yeah, because think about it. Like Last of Us 2, like what are they going to do now? Because that was supposed to be like one of the, I think like Naughty Dog's last PS4 release.
Oh, shit.
So like at this rate, who knows? They might not be able to release the damn thing until around Christmas.
Ugh.
So like at that point, they might have to just kind of prep it to be able to be formatted to run on the PlayStation 5.
I started playing The Last of Us again.
God, it's such a good game.
It is a great game.
That one is like I have not platinumed that one.
Really?
I've thought about it, but that one is a fucking nightmare
Yes, it
to
is.
platinum. It is. In fact, let me look up the percentage of people who have platinumed that one. I bet it's like not much more than 3%,
Yeah.
if it's even 1%. Let's see.
Yeah, no, that's a crazy game for sure. That is a crazy game. But it has a great story.
Oh my god. Ooh, damn, I was close. Saying 3.
So
4.55%.
4.55. That's it?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 4.55%. I think my rarest platinum. What is it? I think it's Dead Space 3.
Is that the rarest platinum?
I think that's the rarest I've gotten.
So like when you say rare, do you just mean based off the percentage of people that have platinumed it?
Yeah, so the way it works is like you can look online at the stats because it keeps like PlayStation actually keeps percentages of people who have platinumed games, like what percentage of people have the trophies.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
And you know what's cool
So
about sorry.
1%. I think on 1% of the players, but then like 4.4 between. Looks like PS3 and Xbox 360 together.
So they're going to release it for both consoles? Is that what you just said?
No, PS3 and it looks like PS3 and Xbox 360.
Oh, for
Dead Space 3 has a completion of 4.4% platinum to that game,
Oh.
and like I think only 1% of those were PlayStation 3 based.
So Last of Us would be just as rare, if not more rare.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, yep.
As far as because you can only play that on PlayStation.
Right.
You know.
See, and this is the thing. Like Dark Souls 3, you'd be surprised. I think that one actually has like quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, 17.5% of players platinumed it.
Platinum Dark Souls?
Yeah, Dark Souls 3.
Fuck. That's a lot more than Last of Us. I feel like Dark Souls is a harder game too.
I don't think so, dude. It's
I haven't played Dark Souls, but I've seen you play Dark Souls, and I was like, this game looks fucking hard.
Well, the thing with the Souls games is it has a feeling similar to like how games used to be, like on Nintendo, where it was trial and error, and the more you played the level, the more you could time things better and react to things. And with The Last of Us, it's just like you just got to do some insanely ridiculous shit. Let me go back to the Last of Us ones and read you some of the things you have to do to get these trophies. It's stupid. Let's see. Find all artifacts. That's kind of basic stuff. The pendants. Find all the collectibles. Craft every item. That's just time consuming. You can watch videos on ones like that.
But you have to do that to platinum it, right?
These are part of it. Yeah, these are all part of the trophies to platinum it. Like to platinum it, you get all the trophies. Yeah, complete the game on Survivor. Complete the game on so check this out. Complete the game on easy, complete it on normal, complete it on hard, complete it on survival, complete it on easy plus, normal plus, hard plus, survivor plus. So you either have to beat the game, the minimum you have to play this game is 3 fucking times. Because in order to unlock survivor mode, you have to at least beat it on hard. So or normal, I think. So once you complete it the first time, you can then play it on survivor. Then you have to play it on survivor again on New Game Plus.
What?
And it's like survivor mode is like fucking impossible. Like you just get one-shotted by everything.
What the fuck?
And then I hate that. I fucking hate this shit. Build your clan to 40 people. Like fuck you. What if only 20 people are playing that game online currently? I'm fucked.
Yeah.
So you automatically scrap yourself from ever being able to platinum that game if people aren't playing it anymore.
Yeah, you would have had to platinum it when it
trophies.
came out.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Exactly. So like things like that. I hate games. If it has an online trophy, I think the only game I platinum that had online trophies was For Honor. Any other game that has online trophies, I'm like, fuck you, not doing it. I hate that, dude, because you have to do it quick.
Yeah, you have to do it right when the game comes out.
You have to be quick. I mean, I did platinum Death Stranding, but you can technically do that one all on your own.
Okay. Yeah, that seems impossible. Yeah, good luck doing that if you decide to do it.
Yeah.
I'll leave that to you.
How many people are on this? And you got to build a clan and then like have people up to 40 people join it. Dude, I don't have that many friends.
But you have the time, man. Everybody's got the time. The quarantine time.
Fuck. Yeah, no, I'm not going to platinum that game. Because here's the other thing, too. When I platinum a game, I like to platinum the other games in that series. And I guarantee 2 is going to be a fucking nightmare, too. And I'm just like, like, I really like that game, but I really have to be into the game enough to be like, yeah, I could play this 7 times.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times with platinums, you do have to play a game multiple times. Like, I know Final Fantasy VII, you have to beat it at least twice to platinum it.
Fuck.
Because after you beat it the first time, you unlock hard mode, which is the first time I think they've ever added a difficulty layer to a Final Fantasy game.
And how shitty was it?
I haven't. I'm only like 2 hours in to my first playthrough.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, I'll probably do fine on it.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. You have the drive. You definitely.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm really liking what I played so far on it.
Yeah, you're that type of person for sure to platinum a game. Like that's your jam. That's what you do. I'd say most people though aren't into it like that. Especially playing a game twice after just getting done with it on like a hard mode. And then you have to play it on really hard. Fuck you. I'm done.
There's a lot of streamers who are like platinum chasers, but they get paid for it.
Yeah.
For me, just keeping it as a hobby. I think between me and my brother, like we each have like 25 platinums, I think, which isn't like a ton, but for people that have a family, work full time, have other hobbies, that's not terrible. And I think out of like 60 connections I have on like my friends list for PlayStation, I think the other highest platinum I've seen was like 12.
Okay.
And then I'd say probably out of those 60 people, probably a good 40 of them don't have a single platinum.
I want to Twitch our shit. Just because of
Oh,
the
yeah,
ridiculous
dude, we
shit we'd
should.
say. I think it would be more just like a come. Let's listen to these guys just talk shit the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just find a game.
We should start our own. Um, we should start our own channel and call it Rage Gauge, and we just like set a timer and see how fast we can like get people to rage and quit playing
Just
with us.
just troll people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am totally down. Do it on a
God,
game.
that'd be fun.
See, that's my main goal in Call of Duty gun game. I've told you that, where I just run around and
Just like
stab
piss
people.
off.
Gina's seen it. Like, I am so fucking, yeah, she loves watching it because she loves laughing at the people getting mad.
Oh, it's so funny. I can watch
Because,
that all day.
yeah, I'm so good at stabbing people. Like, it's fucking stupid how good I am. Like, if I am good at any video game, it's gun game, and that's just for stabbing. I'll admit it, I'm not the best gamer, right? I don't have time to be playing video games a lot. I have a full-time job and all that shit. But if there's one thing that I had to be good at, it had to be trolling on gun game. And
That's awesome.
It's just the best feeling in the world to get hate mail, you know? You're like, I did it.
It's the best feeling, you guys, to just be hated by everybody.
Your
That's my
hatred
favorite
fuels
thing.
me. But I remember, I'll send you the picture of it if I can find it. It's on my old phone, but
Okay.
I got like 42 stabs in one game. Nobody won the gun game. Because you know how gun game is, right?
No.
Okay, so gun game, everybody starts with like a pistol or something. Okay, everybody starts with the same gun. And you have to kill someone to level up to the next gun. The first person to get to level 17 in the guns wins. Okay? Whoever gets the final kill with the final gun wins the game. Okay? Wins that match. Which is relatively easy if everybody's playing the game. It usually goes by in like 5 minutes. Okay? Games are very quick. They're very fast paced. Me, I'm the guy that likes to stab you. Because if you get stabbed, you get set back a gun. Okay?
Oh.
So advancing is super hard. But if someone's really fucking good at it, like me, I don't like to be cocky about it, but I'm pretty fucking good at it. I'll just run around because I know exactly where they spawn. I know where all their spawn points. So I create like a little system, like a little, track system of checkpoints, and I just go stab people right when they spawn. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're just stabbing people the whole time, and if they have microphones, it's the best. It's the best listening. Like, fuck you! Like, they're freaking the fuck out like that, and I'm just like, ha ha, bitches.
Right. That is awesome.
We should do
I'll
something
have
like
to watch
that.
you fucking playing that.
Yeah, watch me play.
Yeah, I'd join up and just get fucking destroyed. I guarantee it.
But if it's
'Cause
something,
any first-person shooter style, I just kind of suck, man.
well, here's the thing about gun game. You don't have to be that good to be good at stabbing, okay? All you have to do is run and know when the right time is to hit that L3 or R3, which is like the stab button, you know?
Yeah, and I could probably figure that out.
Yeah. You're only
sure.
controlling so many buttons, you know? You're not scoping in, shooting, running around, trying to get a good shot on them with like a sniper rifle or something, you know? Like,
Right.
your goal is just to run around, stab people. It's exhilarating.
Ah.
But we should do something like that.
I would at least like to watch it.
Oh yeah, I'll do it sometime. I'll do it one of these days. I'll go to my storage unit and get that game,
All right.
and you'll have to watch me do it. I'm fucking good at
Do you
it.
think anyone's playing it still?
World War II?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I bet
You think so?
for sure.
It definitely doesn't take 173 fucking gigs. So
Yeah.
that's,
I mean,
that's a
people.
plus.
Yeah, people. They still like playing because World War II is a different game than Modern Warfare. Okay.
Right.
You're killing Nazis in World War II, and that's fun for some people. People like that.
Or you're
aspect
the
of it.
Nazi.
Yeah, if you're the Nazi, yeah. But it's a type of gaming that it's different than Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It really is. It's kind of two
It's
different gameplays.
Literally World War II. You're.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as like controlling your
You don't-
character,
Yeah.
and what you're able to do, they're different games, but they're the same. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But
It has a similar feel, but you're not like rocket packing and running on walls and shit.
yeah. And see, that's I like World War II because you can't do that. It's just you're running. You're a World War II soldier, you know. So that's why I like it.
Yeah, it's back down to the bare bones, the basics.
Yeah, and I like
But
it.
I mean, you're definitely more basics when you're playing For Honor because you just have fucking knives, swords, axes, shields,
See, I
no
think,
guns.
I think you have like a knife. I think sometimes they have swords too. In gun game, I'm not sure. It's sometimes it can get ridiculous. Moving from multiplayer shooters, what would be your like favorite casual game? You know, I'm talking like
Oof.
zero mind effort. You could just fuck around on it, and not have to worry.
Probably Bloodborne. I'm just kidding.
Okay, guy.
I'd probably. It's been a while since I played it, but probably No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You can literally just wander space and like go from planet to planet. And if you spent every waking moment, I don't mean playing every day for a couple hours. I mean literally
Your whole life.
if you were able to somehow be hooked up to machines where you didn't have to go to the bathroom or eat or sleep and just played the rest of your life, you wouldn't even explore like 1% of the game.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah.
insane because it has like trillions of planets or like beyond that, like a sextillion something
Holy
of
fuck.
planets in a game.
That's insane. I tried to play that game, and it was cool at first, but then it started to get boring really quick.
Yes, and that's where I haven't gone back to it. Was like, and that's what I meant. Like, it's a good exploration game. You don't really have to. It's not really challenging. You kind of die, but like once you die, it's like your ancestor has taken over your place, and like it's like a weird reviving story to it.
Yeah.
But they've beefed the game up, and apparently you can play multiplayer now and everything. Because it used to be that if you ran into somebody in that game, that was like a 1 in like trillion shot of happening.
Did that ever happen?
No, not that I ever saw.
That's like when
it never happened to me.
I feel like if that did happen and you can record it somehow, the video game developer should give you each $1 million.
Yeah.
Seriously,
First two
dude.
players that run into each other, and then watch. They weren't expecting it. They like see the video, and there's like 4 people on the same planet at once.
I bet you that would boost their numbers up for downloads, like, and people buying the game.
Oh, for sure.
You know, because the more
if
people
anyone runs into each other, film it, and we'll give you $1 million each.
Yeah, it has to be documented.
Yeah.
You have to both hit like that play share button, and it's got to be authentic.
Yep.
Whew,
That's awesome. I like the idea.
Dude, that'd be a great idea. Somebody get in contact with No Man's Sky and tell them to do that. That would boost their number.
It's multiplayer now, though. I guess they could kick the multiplayer component and say for this weekend only.
No. It'd have to be like, okay, up until the end of the coronavirus.
Just like shut off the online component and like make it to where you can't join anyone intentionally, but that it's all randomized.
Yep.
The first 2 fucking players that come in contact, take a video of it, send it in, both for authentication. They get $1 million each.
Dude, that would boost their numbers up tremendously. It'd be like it'd be kind of like a Willy Wonka situation. The first one to find the golden ticket, you know? People going batshit crazy playing that game.
Yeah. I gotta be the one. I gotta.
Yeah. I bet you it could happen. I bet you if they did it, that would definitely boost it up for them, like their sales.
As long as they're able to advertise it and get the word out, I think people would.
Well,
I'd fucking reinstall it and do it.
Yeah, just the word of mouth. Like, video game developer says, we should write them.
And then, this might make it shitty, but and then $1 to add a 0.01% extra chance. You could like start paying into this like microtransaction system to increase your probability of it matching up with somebody.
Well, people would get crazy with the shit.
Oh, I know. Well, somebody would eventually just buy it. And like the most you could buy up to is like an extra 10% chance.
Yeah.
But an extra 10% chance on like 0.001% is still almost 0.001%.
Yeah. And people would be cool with dumping money into that. They're like, if that increases my chances just a little bit to get $1 million,
I'm doing it.
I'm fucking doing it.
Right. Like
And
buying lottery tickets, same concept.
yep, yep. Maybe if you like,
So yeah,
they're like, if you pay $50 now, your chances of finding someone increases 20%.
there you go.
And people are like, 20%? That's a lot, but it's not really a lot. Okay.
No,
It's not.
because again, 100%, of a very, very small fraction is still a very, very small fraction.
Yeah. Yep.
100% increase. What? My chances are 100% if I put $100 in? No, your chances go up 0.002%.
Yeah, just a lot of little microtransactions. That would be helpful for them for sure. That would help them pay for the $1 million if someone finds it. Until they should just keep doing that, keep flooding money into it, and just keep making the deal a little bit sweeter.
Yeah, increase it until eventually it's like almost 100% chance. So like basically the first people who fucking log in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
but they've
just
already
keep increasing it every day.
Yeah, but they
0.1 to 0.2 to 0.5%.
Yep, and then you could throw in quests to everybody at once.
Oh, that increase your chances and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, we need to send this episode to them and be like, we get a slice of the pie, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
If you decide to do this.
Yeah, because think of all those.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yep, you heard it here first. But think of all those microtransactions.
Yeah.
All those little microtransactions. The prize would be $1 million. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you would make the deal better, so people weren't having to spend as much money, but you are still making a shit ton of money. So
right.
by the
That's
time
what I mean, like it would pay for itself.
Yeah. By
the
end of it, you've already made $100 million or whatever, and all you have to do is give away $1 million. Okay.
Well, two players.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, sorry, but you know what I mean.
Right.
They could make a lot of money. Make it like a Willy Wonka thing, like grand prize.
I think people would do something like that if you advertise it right, and there was enough people that were like, "Yeah, that's a good game. I'm in."
Yeah.
Like that game is vastly different. In fact, I do know that one is one of the ones on sale. Everybody.
Yes,
so
it is.
Snag that one. I think it's like $25 down from 60.
I actually have it written down right here. So for PlayStation,
I think I'm probably gonna re-download that one.
Yeah.
That one is. Because I haven't played it since they changed it. Because the game was kind of a mess when it came out.
Yeah. It was.
Like a lot of people, I think they got sued for false advertisement because it was like so different than how they advertised.
Yeah.
Since then they've actually created what they said they were originally creating, and it has gotten like nothing but like phenomenal reviews.
So multiplayer, if me and you were to hop on, we could play together.
Yeah. Apparently
yeah.
You can actually find each other now, and you can fucking play it with VR.
Whoa. You want to play that game?
I would do because I'll fucking throw up.
We should fucking jam that soon. You want to jam that?
Yeah, I'll jam that game.
Yeah.
I'll get it back on my system.
Yeah, I'll re-download it too. That's a fun idea.
Yeah.
If it's like that, then I'm for it. If I could play with my buddies, I'm down to play that game because then it makes it interesting. You can go explore together and talk to each other and.
Right, and I think there's like exploring mode. Then there's actually like they beefed it up to actually make it like. Put quests and stuff in it.
Oh.
So let me see. No Man's Sky.
Well, that sounds way better.
Because you can play with friends now. I feel my friends were all playing together.
Yeah, let's jam that sometime. I'll fucking play that game.
Should. Let's see. The game can currently be played by multiplayer people together online in parties of 2 to 4. So
cool.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, we should definitely do that. I'm down.
Yeah.
For price on No Man's Sky for PlayStation, it's on sale right now for the spring sale. You can get it for $22.49.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And on Xbox, it's $24.99. So if you have either of those systems, it's both cheap prices. Go get it because that sounds awesome now. That kind of
on
that
Xbox
kind of
it's more expensive. So fuck you.
That's PlayStation fan service. Good.
Yep.
They got some good deals on their spring sale. Actually, have you looked at that?
No, yeah, I have. There's definitely a couple games I'll probably snag, but
I have bought a couple of
games.
I'm
playing so much shit.
I know, me too.
Uncharted 4. is free this month for
Oh,
PlayStation Plus. That would be on my list for the best free game to play while you're in this quarantine.
sometimes they got some good free games, man.
Oh yeah, dude,
They got great free
for
games
sure.
sometimes.
And that is a really fucking good game. Still has some of the best graphics than
Hmm.
any other games on the PS4.
Yeah, for
And there
sure.
is a multiplayer like PvP component to it,
Fuck yeah.
so that can kind of keep you going.
Yep, and it's free. Best part.
Yep. And then I think the other Uncharted's are like on sale. So if you want to like play up the whole series,
Mm.
there's Uncharted 1 through 4. Then there's like one on the PlayStation Vita. And then there's Uncharted The Lost Legacy, where you play as one of the female characters.
Hmm.
So
Huh.
that's a good series to keep you busy.
I have to pick and choose which games I download these days.
Yeah, 500 gigs.
Yeah,
Let's see, which 3 games do I want to have on my system?
exactly. Um, for a game that's more like for humor, like if you just want like a good laugh, something that can keep you humored for a period of time, what would you choose?
I don't know if I really have any humor games. I can't even think of a game I really found that funny.
All right, well, I'll give you my top 5. How about that?
Okay.
So for multiplayer shooter, I would say Call of Duty as well. Okay.
Same one, Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare, in my personal, choice would be fucking World War II. I like it. I like the zombies on it, and you could fucking play zombies for hours, you know.
And I think it's like a 60 to 70 gig game, right? Not
Yeah.
170.
Yeah, it's not that crazy on the hard drive.
Right.
So that would be like my choice. And then for kind of like a slapstick humor kind of game, I would choose South Park. Either the Stick of Truth or the Fractured Butthole.
Okay.
They're both
See, and
hilarious.
I've never played those, man. I've never gotten into games for the humor.
Yeah, they're hilarious. And it's like you're playing like an actual episode of South Park. They move, they talk, they do things just like on South Park. All the animation is it's just a really long episode of South Park that you get to play and control,
Right.
So,
Is it a challenging game, or is it like more like laid back, have fun, have some laughs?
it's kind of like a role-playing game. Kind of
Okay,
like
it's an
Pokemon. Yeah. You
Okay.
run into groups of people and they're like, "Hey, you." And then you go into like a fight scene, and you have to fight them and it's like turn. Oh, I want that person to skip their turn. It's like kind of strategic battling,
Got it.
like chess in a way. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was hilarious. Both the games are great. I would say the Stick of Truth is my favorite of the two, but the
That was
Fractured
the first one, right?
yeah, but the Fractured Butthole was also pretty awesome too. I just like seeing the Stick of Truth. They're like playing Lord of the Rings, I think, and then for the Fractured Butthole, it's like superheroes, So
Got it.
it's pretty cool. I like the Lord of the Rings type one because it just got fucking ridiculous with like magic and stuff. I thought it was pretty good. For like I'd say thriller type of game, I would say Alien Isolation.
That's a fucking great game.
Yeah. For like a thriller, like keep you at the edge of your seat, scary type of game, I would say Alien Isolation.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
I would be up there on that one too, because it's suspenseful,
Yeah, dude.
very suspenseful.
And it's not like you have to like use tools and shit to battle the alien, like the flamethrower.
No fight. There's no fighting really. It's like
Yeah.
the flamethrower just scares it. Like
Yeah.
you have to sneak around and use your tools to avoid it.
Yeah, you don't kill it. You have to escape
Right.
it. Yep. So, and you have to hide in ducks and hide behind things, and it's just a fucking crazy game. I had recently downloaded that one. I've been playing that as well. So, it's fucking crazy.
Good game.
I forgot how crazy that game was, and I'm like, fuck me. It's scary to play at night. It's a good make you jump.
If you like games like that, if
Yeah.
you like scary, like more like strategy based, like the Outlast games.
Hmm.
I don't know if you've ever played those.
I have not played the Outlast games.
Those are fucking great. Those are probably up there for like one of the I think, creepiest games I've played. That and then oh god, Layers of Fear 1 and 2. Those are good ones too. If you like those kinds of formats, I'd put them up there with Alien Isolation.
Okay. Yeah, man. Those types of games, I have to really be into the story, and I fucking love the Alien movie franchise. Okay. So I like how I'm able to. It's a good Alien game, and it's just like the first movie in some way. You know. I think that's why I like it so much.
I think it's a sequel to like the first film, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you play as Ripley's daughter.
Yeah, it's something like that for sure.
Kind of sequel to.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it for people. Just go get it. It's worth it. If you like Alien or Aliens, it's worth it. If you like that movie franchise, I would recommend it for sure. I would say for open world, takes a while type of game, I would say Skyrim. The remastered Skyrim's pretty awesome. You know, it's a long game. You could go at it for hours. But the cool thing about it is you can go on little quests and do these little things. But if you level your guy up correctly, it's a breeze getting through some of that stuff, you know? So.
And it can be beat quick if you want to give yourself a challenge, like for speed runs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, those games to keep you busy, definitely a game to put on that list. That'll get you through probably a few weeks if you pay attention to the detail, pace it, do everything that the game offers.
Yeah.
That'll get you through probably at least 2 to 3 weeks.
Without a doubt. Yeah, it's easy on the brain, but you have to use your brain too, you know. So
yeah.
For a harder game that takes a while, I'm gonna say The Last of Us. You know.
Which it is. It's a tough game.
Yeah.
There are modes though, like you can play it on easy for those that are just kind of casual gamers.
Yeah.
Definitely. If you're more casual, I wouldn't put it anything above normal. I wouldn't play it on hard.
Yeah.
There's some areas in that game you're like, this ain't so bad, and then you get to that area, 4 hours into the game, and you're like, fuck
me.
I can't pass this. I don't have enough ammunition.
Yep.
So then you got to start the game over.
Yep. And for like a completely casual, easy on the brain type of game, I'm gonna say Minecraft.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Zero rage involved in a game like that.
Yep. But it's
For
fun.
sure.
It's fun to get creative in that game. You know, I've seen some pretty well done, like in creative mode. So there's creative mode and survival mode in that game. Creative mode, you don't die. You can just pretty much build whatever the fuck you want. Okay. But I've seen people build like full-on scale models of like the Death Star or some huge palace, and people have been doing creative things with it too. Like I saw that school in China, or not China, Japan. They had their graduation on Minecraft. They all just logged into the world and they just had their graduation on Minecraft. They built like a podium and made little certificates and all this shit, and people went up, grabbed their certificate, and then went back to their seat. It was fucking ridiculous, and they're just these block people. You know, it's a very pixelated game. It's very, very simple.
Oh yeah.
So, but it's interesting. You could definitely blow away some hours on that, like I have. I've blown away hours on that game, just sheer hours.
For sure. I mean, the exploration, being able to just build everything.
Yep.
And that's kind of where, like, a lot of people actually compared No Man's Sky to like a Minecraft game with good graphics.
Yeah, but in Minecraft, I mean, you could play with your buddies, okay? It takes a fairly short amount of time to like get going. Like once you got the shit, you got the shit. And if you know how to get the shit, you're good. I found out a way to like mine diamonds really fast in that game. So I have like shit tons of fucking diamonds. Just a mad amount of diamonds. So it's easy.
You hear that? Hear that, everybody? For you diamond seekers?
Yeah, so
a shit ton of diamonds.
What you do, I'll explain it real quick before moving from this game. But a little secret that I learned from my buddy John is you get down into a cave about level 12, like block 12, okay? And you dig a hole just in front of you, but you have to be facing like a wall in a cave, okay? And then you dig down in front of you, one block straight in front of you in the hole. So you have to go into the hole that you had just dug and then dig straight in front of you for as long as you can. Then you jump out of the hole and you pour a bucket of water into the hole, and then you could swim into the hole, and then you could just fucking carve out the blocks hella fast.
That's like very specific.
Yeah, I mean, if you play Minecraft, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I just said. But yeah, that's how you get diamonds.
Definitely a game I never got as into. I played very minimal when it came to Minecraft.
Really? Yeah.
Yep.
I do it with my sister and brother. And my sister, her husband is in the military, and he's in Kuwait. And she's lonely. So she's out there all by herself. So she wants to connect with other people. So that's how we connect, is on fucking Minecraft.
Right.
And
it's a good way to connect, though. There's a lot more people on gaming systems right now than I think probably there ever has been.
Oh yeah.
Like my friends list when I'm on, even on the weekend when I'm on, there'll be about 13 people on at once, max, and of like 60 of the people I'm friends with on it. Lately, it's been like the 20s to 40s constantly.
Yeah, that's the same with me and my friends list. Typically, it's about 7 to 9. But lately, it's been like fucking 30. I'm like, wow, look at all these people. I don't think I even know half these people. You're like,
right.
I friended them a long time ago.
How did we know each other?
Yeah. So it is cool to see people get online, and you see a lot more interaction online than ever, especially through video games.
Oh yeah,
definitely. I mean, I've picked up the controller a lot more with this whole not being able to do anything kind of thing. It's the only thing I can fucking do.
I play about the same.
Yeah. Well, you have a job that's still essential. You still got to do your job.
Yeah.
You know? So people now, though, that lost their job, they have nothing but time, and they're like, fuck it, I got these games. I guess I'll fucking jam some games.
Yeah.
I can't go do anything. You can't go outside and enjoy yourself. Can't go to the fucking movies anymore. You can't go to like a convention anymore. You can't do anything.
And there's just, like, seriously, like, those listening, if you got a PS4, if you at least like games, go take advantage of some of the sales. Like, there's shit, even Death Stranding is 50% off. Like, that is an awesome game, exploration. God of War, 15. The Call of Duty we were talking about, Modern Warfare, the one that has, like, the Battle Pass and, like, all this extra shit, is 63, which is usually 79. Usually Call of Duty games, you're not going to see those like slashed as much.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is 40% off.
Hell yeah.
And then you were saying, let's see, The Last of Us.
Yep.
That's definitely a great one to play. That's only $15 right now.
Ooh, real quick. A game that I do want to get that looks really fucking awesome is Doom Eternal. Come on, man.
No, so here's my problem with Doom.
It's different.
1 and 2 were fucking hard on the PC. Those really old school pixelated, like, shitty graphics, fucking really hard. 3, they actually put time in. Like, they went years. So you went from the shitty pixelated game to a pretty decent looking game.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like going from playing a game on Nintendo and then jumping straight to a game on the PS3.
Yeah.
The feeling of 3, like, it was a scary game. It felt scary. It was dark.
Mm-hmm.
You had moments where, like, the sounds of the environments, like, it was a horror game.
Yeah.
And then they came out with the one after that, and it's just like, the more they come out with, the more they're just like button mashing, infinite ammo packing, blow shit up.
Right.
It's like it went from like a scary movie to like a fucking comedy.
Well,
and it's like, that's why I don't like them anymore.
Well,
it'd be like taking Dead Space and like making it. I don't know, just giving the guy infinite ammo and making waves and waves and waves of enemies come after him and just like
Well,
spray and pray.
well, here's the thing about Doom Eternal. Okay, I listened to a podcast with the creator of Doom Eternal, and he said there's not even a multiplayer aspect to it. It's just story. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so they've put more effort into the story and made it better. They said, "Fuck it, we're not gonna fuck around with multiplayer. We're just gonna focus on the actual game. You know, the actual story." So I think it might be better than the last Doom that they made. Because I understand what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. But Doom Eternal looks pretty badass too. And without the multiplayer aspect, who knows, dude? It might be a pretty cool story.
Maybe. I mean, I'm not. I don't know. Again, if it's when I watch the trailer and like, the fucking metal guitar, it's like, okay, nope. I'm not. I don't want to fucking play a monster truck rally version of Doom. Like,
What is this?
I want a fucking horror game.
It's like
And
Twisted
I want it to be
Metal with
challenging.
Doom.
It should be scary with the challenge of Dark Souls.
Okay.
And since it's not, I lost interest. I literally, not Doom Eternal, the one before that. I think they just called it Doom. I played for like 2 hours and sold it. Like, nope.
That's quick.
This is fucking stupid.
Quick turnaround. Did you buy it
Very
on disc?
Yep. So I was
See?
able to. That was back when I was still.
That's a good reason to buy disc.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
You can find out real quick if you like it.
once you download it on your system, that's it. It's
Yeah.
if you bought it digitally. Yeah.
Well, see, that's kind of the benefit with GameSpot GameStop. Sorry, GameStop. You can be like a member. So if you buy a game, you have 7 days to bring it back for a full refund. If you are like a member, you have to pay for that membership though.
It's like $20 a year, and you
Yeah.
get access to the Game Informer magazine.
Right. But that's about the only cool benefit about buying it in hard copy.
Yeah, digital. You don't have the clutter. You get to start playing it. Like here in Colorado, 10 p.m. you can download the game and start playing it.
Right.
So like Final Fantasy VII technically came out yesterday, but I was able to install and play it starting Thursday at 10 p.m.
Hell yeah.
While everyone else was having to wait.
See, and that's cool too. I mean, I've been downloading games more recently.
Yeah.
And part of it is due to the coronavirus, but another part of it is because the conveniency. Like, I'm like, I'll fucking play this game for a while. I'll just fucking get it on here. I got nothing better to do, So, and I've been buying the games that are on sale too. Like, I bought Skyrim and I only bought it for $14.
Yeah, that was the other one I saw. For people into family games, like if you want to like a game to play with families, they have the entire Harry Potter, the entire Lego series for $6.
There you go.
And that's hours upon hours of gameplay.
Fuck yeah.
And like something you could play with your kids, all that kind of shit.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good G-rated game.
Yeah.
What is G-rated to kids these days? They're so, exposed to the world through the internet. Like,
It's still a lot of the same shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
minimal violence. Like there might be fighting, but it can't like show a lot of blood.
Yeah.
No cursing, no sexual themes, no drug references.
Yeah. I guess so. I guess I just don't really pay attention to those types of games anymore.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, the Lego games are pretty cool, though. Oh, here we go, A Plague Tale. That's one of the ones I'm playing right now. Originally, it's 50. It's 20 right now.
Fuck yeah.
It's a fucking awesome game, dude.
Yeah. Really, all you gotta go do is look. There's tons of games out there.
There's so much good stuff out there.
That's why I have a hard time. Like, you have the ability to play games really fast. You're a good gamer, okay? Me, I'm not. So I really have to pick and choose what I want. So I don't really play that many games.
Sure.
First of all, before we get off, not first of all, but lastly, I want to talk about the fucking PS5.
Yeah.
I want to talk about some rumors because I'm sure you you know a lot of rumors about it, and I want to also talk about the controller design.
Hmm.
What do you think about? Let's start off with the controller.
I like it. So I'm sure you saw the thing I posted on the Facebook of the
Yeah.
um,
Yep.
Kakarot and Vegeta
Yep.
fusing together. Because in Dragon Ball, they can fuse, the two Saiyans can fuse into one Saiyan.
Yep.
So it was the Xbox One controller and the PS4 controller fusing, and it totally is what it looks like.
Dude, definitely. Yeah, it definitely has a lot less curves. You know, the PS4 controller is kind of edgy. You know what I mean? But this other one looks like it's more smooth. You know, ergonomically correct for your hand, I guess you could say.
Yeah, like I've always liked the feel of the Xbox controllers. I never really liked where the joysticks were located. I like the joysticks on the PS4 where they're, or on the, even on PS2 and up, where the joysticks are just right next to each other. So that seems like the only thing. Like it's like an Xbox controller with the button layout of the PlayStation.
Yeah. That's exactly what it looks like, but I thought it was going to be a little bit more cooler, you know?
Yeah.
I thought
It's pretty basic, but
it just looks like they changed the design. It doesn't look like it could do much more other than like that haptic feedback. You know what I mean?
Yep, the dildos.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did you notice that the controller doesn't really have like you know how the PS4 controllers, like the handles are like really good cylinder shaped objects like coming straight down?
Well,
They didn't do that with these. They're all like curvy and like you couldn't stick that up your ass or your vagina.
Well,
So the haptic feedback kind of loses its purpose.
Well, I mean, I feel like you don't need much if you have a vagina. You know,
I mean,
to
I
get off
guess
with the
depending
controller.
on who you are, you could fit that whole fucking controller up there, I guess.
No, what I'm saying is like, dude,
I know what you're saying.
the size of
Sick
toys,
fuck.
the size of toys out there are like the size of like a lighter, and the ladies, they love that. Men, if that's what you're into, they like that too. But I'm just saying, like, they make small toys, so yeah, they could do some work with that controller if they want to use it for pleasure.
Maybe to where the haptic feedback is its own little like bullet thing that you plug into the back of the controller and you can disconnect it, shove it up your ass
Yeah.
or vagina.
Yeah, there you go.
Boom.
Whatever tickles your fancy, I'm
Sit
sure
on
that will.
I bet it will tickle.
Excuse me. I was kind of thinking that that middle pad was going to be like a touch screen, so you could see it on your touch screen.
I thought it was.
No.
I think it's similar to the way it's on the PS4 controller, which is a touchscreen.
I thought it was going to be like an actual screen, though.
Like
an actual little screen.
Jesus Christ. No, dude, you don't want to pay fucking $200 for a controller.
But that's what it comes with.
Come on, dude. They're not going to make the same mistake Nintendo did.
Well, I saw a picture.
The controller broke, which also happens to be the fucking system.
Well, no.
So that sucks.
The system's still on there, but it projects like the controls. You can.
That's what I mean, though.
Quick access to the controls.
Put an actual screen on there. That's going to jump the price a lot.
Right, but I'm just saying it would have been cool to actually control like settings with that, screen in the middle, so you wouldn't have to exit your game and like, fuck around with it more.
Like brightness or like.
Right. Like it would have like the brighten bar.
Again, it'd be cool, but when it comes to technology, that's cool. You got to remember it's going to be pricey, and the thing with console gaming versus PC gaming is console gaming is like the poor man's version of gaming. Like it really is. Like I prefer console gaming too. It's just like if you want to do PC gaming, you got to keep up with shit.
Mm-hmm.
You got to drop about 500 to 1,000 every 2 years into your fucking computer.
Yeah.
To really keep up if you want to play all the games on the highest settings.
Right.
Whereas console, they adjust and they change some of the coding to be able to run and process on the consoles. And if you look at like PC games that were on PS3, there is a big difference. If you look at PS2 games that were on the that were on PC, big difference.
Yeah.
PS4, not as much. Like you're starting to see the lines get blurred
Mm-hmm.
more and more.
Well, these
So between PS5 and PC, you're probably going to notice very little difference.
Yeah. Yeah, with even like the Xbox X, Series X or whatever it is, that's going to be fucking crazy too. They're both going to be crazy systems. And they're going to be pretty comparable as far as like what they can do, you know? Like you won't notice it with your naked eye. You know, especially if you have like a badass setup like 4K, eventually leaning into 8K, like these consoles are going to be amazing on those TVs.
I think they'll last too. I bet you these consoles will stick around longer than the PS4 did.
How long do you think they'll last for?
I bet we'll get 7 to 8 years.
7 to 8 years?
What did we get out of the PS4 and Xbox One? 5?
Oh no. PS4 release date. Let's see. The PS4 release date it came out November
2013.
Yep, November 15th.
So yeah, this will be its 7th year.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll probably get about the same then.
Yeah.
I think the PS3 we got 10 years out of that.
Yeah, maybe longer.
I think that Xbox 360 and PS3 were the longest lasting systems.
Well, we might be able to make those consoles last longer because, like I said, like how much better can you get with the technology that you have? Like, it's almost at that point like where those 4K TVs looks like I'm looking out my fucking window. And it just been cleaned.
It fucking looks sharper than that. Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
Dude.
Sometimes I look around my room and I'm like, man, everything's so like such low definition. Whoa, but my TV's not.
Yeah, your eyes are just like, what the fuck am I? Is this real?
This is unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts making real life look shitty and dull.
Yeah.
These graphics fucking suck in my bedroom.
Fuck this. Fuck the window. Just
kidding. Go to your bosses at work. Look, I don't mean to bitch too much, but these graphics really suck here. I think we definitely need to improve these graphics if you're going to boost morale.
But, yeah. That's the thing, though, dude. They're coming out with quantum computing.
Yeah.
So it's getting so good where it's like, what else can they do? Quantum computing can create, like, do you think it would have the possibility to create, like, a projection of the game in your house?
There was I remember Microsoft was trying to work on some shit like that.
Yeah.
But where it would project a game around the walls in your home apparently. But the reality was like, who the fuck is going to have a perfectly square room with all white walls?
But that's the thing.
This is like wealthy person gaming right here.
But that's projecting it on the walls. I'm talking like holograms. You know what I mean? Interactive holograms.
I don't know.
Kind of like the holodeck.
I don't understand the physics or programming behind something like that. I mean, I'd like to imagine we could get something like that, but then again, you're looking at the concept of projecting an image and having it stop.
But why not? Because
I don't know. I don't know if that's something that could be done or not. I don't know enough about that technology.
It could probably be done. If someone was crazy enough to think about it, it could probably be done, dude. We're getting closer and closer. I mean, it has been
something humanity has shown. If we can think it, eventually we'll find a way to do it.
Right. I mean, it's crazy to think that we were going to the moon 100 years ago. If someone was like, we're going to the moon, you'd be like, you're out of your goddamn fucking mind, Bill. How the fuck do you think we're going to get there?
100 years ago.
You Bill. Ignorant piece of shit. We're hanging this motherfucker.
Fuck you, Darren.
Yeah. Let's line him up. Let's kill this bastard. He's a witch. He's
a witch. He's
a
warlock.
Thinking that crazy shit.
Take your fucking voodoo and get the fuck out of here, Chris.
Yeah. Even if you thought that in like when the first airplane was made, okay, by the Wright brothers. Mm-hmm. You look at that and people are like, wow, this is amazing. And that's about as far as their minds went. And then someone had the crazy idea, let's go to the fucking moon. And then with airplanes, even with airplanes around, you're like, okay, fuck you, guy. We just how do you, we can't even get 3 feet off the ground, you asshole. You want us to get to the moon?
We have, please. Just for a little fucking bit.
You're going too fast. Hey, kill him.
Get him.
Kill that bastard piece of shit.
He wants to go to the moon.
Fuck him and his thoughts and his imagination. Who do you think we are? We're in a depression right now, you asshole.
I don't like you because of the way you think. It makes me nervous.
Yep. And then you know what helped us get to the moon?
Rockets.
Some crazy man named Hitler gave money to Werner von Braun, and he made the first rockets that could do some crazy shit. It was all.
Thank you, Hitler.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not serious, but it is a scientific fact, dude, that
Right.
we wouldn't have rocketry like we do now if it wasn't for Hitler basically funding Werner von Braun and like him advancing his rocketry program in Nazi Germany. And then we brought that Nazi piece of shit over here to make fucking rockets for us, dude. He's a war criminal now. If he was still alive, he'd be tried for war crimes for sure.
Yeah.
Because his factory. Have you ever seen Nazi megastructures on the History Channel?
No.
So there's a show called Nazi Megastructures or Mega Weapons too. There's two of them, but the one is Mega Weapons, and they were creating some crazy shit, like missile guided, or guided missiles, some crazy shit. They put like gyros in them, and they could fucking at jet speed get to their destination. But they're shitty. They were being made too fast, advancing it too fast, and for the war effort. So these crazy ideas were just at the infant stage, but we got the jet propulsion engine from them. But anyways, Werner von Braun, they found their rocket factory, okay? And so Hitler's like, well, we can't have that. This is an asset to the war. We need to hide this shit. They got like thousands of Jewish and Polish and Gypsies, Russians, all these people to dig a tunnel system in a mountain in like months, like a few months, miles of tunnels, big tunnels too, big enough to get fucking rockets through there. And those rockets were huge. And they made those people build rockets in like the worst conditions, in complete darkness, wet, fucking building these rockets with no knowing of what the fuck they're doing for like 20 hours a day. He killed thousands of Jews, Werner von Braun, to make these fucking rockets. Well, he personally didn't do it.
God.
But he was part of it,
I mean, if he didn't exist, it probably would not have happened, so.
Yeah, but without him, they didn't have a rocket program. So as long as he was still around, they were making fucking rockets.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's interesting
Crazy, huh?
how dark some of our technologies.
Dude, a lot of a lot of our technology is also found on porn too. Found from porn. If there's a way, porn will find a way.
Right.
The power of masturbation compels you. Seriously though, dude, it's crazy where we've gotten our tech. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. That's why I think this whole coronavirus thing, as shitty as it is, and it's a shitty time. But struggle leads to drive for innovation. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, look at all the cool, crazy shit we got from World War II. We got some crazy shit. So we jumped, as far as tech-wise, in 4 years, like what it would take 100 years, if you were to predict it.
Right.
Because before the war, even before the war, like, I'm going to build a rocket that can almost get to space and then land a bomb someone across the world. They'd be like, Bill, you're out of your goddamn fucking mind. Get the fuck out of here. Seriously, though. It's crazy. That's why I think, like, video gaming, especially in times like these, they're going to create some crazy shit. Kind of like Ready Player One. So people don't have to interact with people anymore. Because people are going to be fucking germaphobes. Yeah?
I'm telling you, Ready Player One and fucking Death Stranding. That's the world we're headed to.
Yeah. Fuck
People
it.
are panicking.
As far as like PlayStation rumors, what kind of rumors have you heard? Let's hear the scuttlebutt.
I haven't heard a whole lot more beyond some of the basic pieces like the backwards compatibility. I think they are starting with a basic, like, I think it's going to be a 1 terabyte hard drive. the other thing I did here, which I think is pretty cool, especially for those of us that want to put a little bit more kick into the system, they're going to have two different versions of it on release date, where it's basically the original PS5, which is like the basics, and then the PS5 Pro. So instead of waiting like a year or two when they I think it was like 2 or 3 years when they released the Pro, the PS4 Pro. So with PS5 launch, they're releasing two versions right from the get-go.
Okay.
So I think that's pretty cool. Um, Beyond that, I don't think it has like a whole lot of new features that are being added. The only thing that was big that was added on top of what you didn't get from prior systems was backwards compatibility. So I think you're definitely seeing Microsoft go down the route of trying to add some additional features beyond some of the standard, platform gaming, such as like what you were saying, how you could like stream the games to your phone.
Right. I can't
Like, I
remember.
don't think PlayStation's going that route at all.
Yeah, I haven't seen any indication of that either.
Right.
Yeah.
So, biggest rumor I heard was the dual release, the regular PS5, or for the more hardcore gamers, the PS5 Pro,
Okay.
which gives a little bit more kick.
You
And I think like a $150 to $200 jump in the price tag is the rumors I heard.
don't think they're gonna have any more secrets? Because they're keeping it pretty secret already. We don't even know what the fucking thing looks
I
like.
don't think so. I mean, you look at the history of PlayStation. None of the system jumps really did anything beyond just gaming power. They never really tried to do anything special.
Yeah. So you don't
You
think
know,
they'll have like something that Xbox doesn't, kind of like how Xbox has its stream anywhere type of situation? Like you could stream your console from your phone. That's pretty cool. But you don't think PlayStation will have an answer to that as far as like something that's even better or
no,
no?
because I no, because like I said, they already played with it with the Vita, and people didn't really have too much of an interest. So I don't think they're going to be putting effort into something that they know is not going to be a selling point. I think Sony knows that they already have a strong fan base and they know what their fans are looking for, and that's just quite simply a good gaming machine. We don't give a fuck about all these extra features
And good games.
and good games, really good exclusives. Which motherfuckers, dude? Um, Hellblade,
Yeah.
Senua's Sacrifice, great fucking game. They even had like a team of psychologists help develop that game, help develop the character, because in the game your character suffers from schizophrenia,
Yeah.
and they had a team of psychologists help construct what that would be like. And you want to play that game with surround sound headphones. You can platinum the game with one playthrough. Probably the easiest game. Here, let's look up how many people platinum that.
That's what you were telling me. You were telling
Huh?
me. You told me to get Hellblade because it's the easiest game to platinum. Then, and you're like, "We'll get you through it. You'll platinum that." You were pretty
Yeah.
confident.
And you'd be able to. So the percentage of people who platinumed that game, 40%.
Holy fuck. That's
Almost
pretty big.
half the
That's
fucking players who played it platinum that
lot.
game. Because the only thing you have to do to platinum it is beat the game and find all the like the speaker statues. There's like 50 of them or something, or 40.
Okay.
And all you got to do is just watch a video that shows you where the next one is between, like, once you find it, watch the video to where the next one is. Once you find that, watch the video for where the next one is. So it's a little time consuming. It probably adds a good, 30 minutes to your gameplay because you have to pause and watch it. But that's the only trophy that you don't get automatically just from playing the game.
Right. Okay.
Great game.
Yeah.
It was like an indie game, actually, and it was really well made.
Well,
So I
wasn't it?
definitely recommend that one. But part two, so here's the thing. It was supposed to be a PS4 exclusive, and then
That's right. That's what I
Sony was
gonna say.
basically, my understanding is it's like Sony's basically cool enough to go, yeah, let's release the rights so we can put it on PC. The developers can put it on Xbox
Mm-hmm.
One. Let's spread this around. So fucking Microsoft steps in like the ass fucking holes they are, buys the rights to um, the second one and locks it. It's going to be an Xbox exclusive.
Yep.
So
Yep.
fuck you, assholes. I will never buy your systems.
Just because
it's
of
going
that.
to be a game I won't ever get to play.
Well, there's other reasons why you won't buy their system, right?
No, it's mainly that, just their fucking greed.
Yeah, you're
they've
owned by
they've
Bill
always
Gates.
had a higher price tag on their shit. You always had to, I don't know. They always just seem to try to find ways to make you buy into more that you could get the same. You could get the same by just having the PS4. You get the same experience, but they give you a higher price tag for reasons I do not know, other than they just like fucking money. Like literally, look at this fucking sale they have. You just told me. I know it's basic, but think about that. Hey, No Man's Sky is $22 on PlayStation or $24 on Xbox. Why? Why?
Yeah.
$2 more. You have thousands of people buy that game. That's thousands of dollars more that goes to your company. Mm-hmm. Why? Is Microsoft that desperate for money? No. They like to fucking rip people off. So fuck them.
Both sides of the argument are going to have compelling arguments on their own. They're both going to have reasons to hate the other's console. That's something that I know. That's something that I've noticed
I think greed is a pretty basic thing most human beings do not appreciate.
But Microsoft fans, like hardcore fans of Microsoft, they'll always buy fucking Microsoft games and game consoles just for the same reason as PlayStation. Hardcore PlayStation people do, I'm not really married to either one, but in the recent years that I've owned a console, it's been PlayStation, and I like how their controller feels better, it just feels better in the hands.
I went through 2 Xbox 360s. I still have my original PS3 and my original PS4.
Dude, I still have the original PS4. I got that thing when it came out. Mm-hmm. I've had it ever since, dude. It sounds like a fucking jet is about to fly from my living room. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And you could definitely
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you could definitely pick it up on the microphone. It's that loud. So
But that's the thing, like so Microsoft charges you more for broken shit. Like it just I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean
I can't see how you can really argue that piece of it. Now I get if you're like I do enjoy the Xbox exclusives more. Absolutely, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But you can't argue that those fuckers are not greedy.
Right. See, I probably will buy the PlayStation, even though Xbox has that, you can play video games anywhere you want on your phone, okay?
Yeah.
And at first, when I first heard what it can do, I was like, oh, that's badass. I want that, But then I bought a controller, or not a controller, but the mount for the controller for my phone.
Yeah.
And it's cool, but I got over it pretty quick. I still do use it though, okay? And I only use it when Gina wants to watch the TV. Okay?
Right, rare circumstances that probably won't be enough to merit buying a whole separate fucking system.
Right.
Or dedicating yourself to marrying into the Microsoft family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes she lets me play my video games because she's got other shit to do, and then we'll watch a show after that. So I don't really use it as much as I thought I would probably use it, but I still do use it.
Yeah.
But I use
That's what I was saying during that one of the shows was that watch like it's something people aren't interested in. It's a cool idea, but then when you actually do it, it's like
Yeah.
It gets kind of old. When you play a game, you want to have good technology,
right?
And you want to play it
and see
with the best technology you have available. You don't want to be like, I want to stream to my phone.
And see, the graphics are still pretty good on the phone, but the graphics are way better on my fucking TV.
Yeah, and you will have lag.
There is lag.
You will have lag, especially if you're like, I want to play while I'm stuck in traffic here. I've been stopped for fucking an hour, might as well bust out this game and play it. You're going to have lag if you try to stream from your system that's at home to your fucking 4 or 5G network.
Right. And
the technologies, we don't have the technology yet to make that a promising experience.
Quantum
Right.
computing.
So I think Microsoft's wasting their time.
Yeah. And another thing is like even like on the PS4 share, that works just fine for me. I can't really imagine myself, except for when I travel, playing my video game. You know?
Yeah, and if you travel, why are you traveling if you're just going to play video games? I mean, unless you're going somewhere pretty boring. I've done that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where it's like
Or
more family travel, and you're just going to get together with family. But if you're going to like have an experience in like another part of the world, you're not going to be fucking packing up and wanting to play a bunch of games.
But here's the thing is like
get home.
But here's the thing is like a controller, like let's say if you were to go from here to Europe, okay? That's hours of flying.
Mm-hmm.
But they have Wi-Fi on the planes, and if the Wi-Fi is good enough, you could just stream from your Xbox right onto your phone.
Yeah.
And then
Which is cool.
Yeah.
So how many times a year are you fucking flying to Europe that'll
Exactly.
justify buying an Xbox
Exactly.
to be able to do that?
That's why I was like,
why'd you buy an
convincing
Xbox?
myself.
Because I went to fucking Europe once.
Yeah, that's what I convinced myself into thinking. I'm like, honestly, how often am I going to use that? I was like, I'll probably just get the PlayStation.
Yeah, right.
I like the controller, man. I'm a fan of how it feels in my hands. We'll see how this new controller feels, for sure. But
as long as you like the feel of the Xbox controller, I think it'll be a good hybrid version of that. It'll be good.
Yeah, I ain't too worried about it. A lot of people
Sony
don't like
seems
it.
to design some cool shit.
Yeah, they definitely put. I mean, they haven't changed their controller for years either.
Right.
For years.
Yep.
It's been pretty much the same.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So yeah, this is I mean the first one
It's
even
changed.
Yeah. Even compared to like the first controller, it still looks kind of the same. Same kind of general idea. But now they got this completely different thing, so we'll see. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be cool.
I am too. I think it'll be good. And to be honest, again, I'd rather them be able to take the time to release a good, solid system with little to no error. So I'd rather them wait until next year to release this thing.
Well,
I'm pretty fucking content with games that are coming out over the next year on PS4.
Well, especially now that we're going to play some No Man's Sky.
Yeah, exactly. See, fuck.
Yeah, let's do that shit.
Start that downloading after we get off here.
Yeah, I'll start that. I'll start downloading that too. That sounds like fun. I should probably tell my brother to do it. He'd probably be down.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah. Well, fuck yeah, dude. Well, I think we should end it on that note.
Yeah.
Great episode. I fucking love talking to you, man. I'm
glad we were able to do this.
Yeah, out of everybody that I talk to, I feel like our conversations go pretty damn well as far as like content goes. I like it. It's good.
We could go for hours, man.
Oh yeah.
We could.
I know. I mean, I was looking at the time of the episode now, and I'm like, I'm not gonna really cut any of this, and we're like at an hour and 46 minutes.
Oh God, I was gonna say like an hour and a half.
Yeah, dude, we're pounding it out.
Fuck.
But every episode that I do with you is always a little bit longer than an hour.
Yeah.
It's always longer than an hour. For most people, it's between like an hour to an hour and 15. But I always know I'm going to do an extra half hour to an hour with you.
There you go.
Yep. I already know. But
whenever you want the longer episodes, just give me a call.
Yeah, we'll have to do a combined call.
Yeah, I wanted to get Brad in.
Yeah. I tried the combined call though, and it's if everybody has a good internet connection, it'll work fine. But there was a delay when I tried to do a call with Brad and Tyler Sanchez, and there was like a 1 to 2 second delay. So it became
no good.
Yeah, it became frustrating. This is great. What's going on right now is great. This is perfect. This is how I want it.
Sure.
The audio doesn't even have to sound that great because it's through Skype, and that's what it is. What it is. That's what we got right now. Okay.
Yeah. Got to quarantine.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, we got to keep people safe. But it's still.
Anyway, I'm gonna go to Taco Bell after this.
Risk it. I saw a meme that said like, lately these days getting Taco Bell, I feel like it's risky business.
It sure as fuck is.
Yeah.
But it's fucking good.
Dude.
I'm a fast food junkie though, dude. I love fast food.
I just got done watching this documentary on HBO called McMillions. And it's basically a docuseries of how the Monopoly game from McDonald's back in the 90s was just a big fraud.
Oh yeah, the people that were winning it were all employees
Yeah.
or something, right?
No. So one guy got the winning game pieces, and he would get the winning game pieces in a briefcase, accompanied by another person. But he would go into the bathroom and take out the winning game pieces and replace them with different game pieces. Okay? And then he would just seal up the envelope perfect again. Okay? I won't give away how he did it, but he would basically sell those winning game pieces off to like the mob and just random people. But it was like mainly like this mob guy, and I can't remember his name exactly, but he would give these pieces to just random people, and he said, "Hey, listen, I'll give you this $1 million game piece, but here's the deal: you give me half of what you get every year, and then you get to keep the other half." There was this whole big thing behind it. Yeah, it was wild, dude.
But that's like on that dude, not McDonald's.
No, it's not a McDonald's. So McDonald's hired like a ad or a printing company, an advertising company, and then that advertising company did it for hired like a printing company. So there was other companies involved, but it was no one from McDonald's. It was from the other companies printing them or whatever, or distributing
Got
them.
it.
Yeah, dude, it's a cool documentary. But ever since I watched that documentary, I was like, man, I had a hankering for some fucking McDonald's. I've been getting some double quarter pounders with cheeses, man.
Get out there, dude. Just wear your mask.
Well, I mean, I have
to wash your hands with your own urine. That's the next thing, by the way, everybody.
That's
best
how
to wash your hands with.
That's how you fight coronavirus, don't you know? Just kidding. Don't follow that rule. That's not how you fight coronavirus.
I was gonna leave it, man. I was gonna see if I could start a thing.
Sure, guy. Yeah, sure. Like, I have soap right here. Soap is just the same, if not better. It smells better. Why?
Just something in the urine that fights this virus.
Hell yeah. Well, stay safe from the virus. I want to be able to talk to you again. And
I will.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again sometime. You should get a camera.
Yeah, I'll get one.
Word.
Well, we'll have to do episodes where people can actually watch,
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I mean, I have the camera set up perfectly. So it's a, wide angle lens, but it works great. So.
Perfect.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, I'll
get one.
Yeah, and I'll hit you up here in a little bit, and we'll play some No Man's Sky. How about that?
Right on, man.
Fuck yeah. Well, I'll talk to you in a little bit then.
Sounds good.
Right on. Peace, everybody.
Right, see you, everyone.
All right, guys. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of High On Sci-Fi. As always, it's a pleasure doing these episodes. It's always a pleasure to talk to Aaron. He knows his shit. He knows his shit well. So please, if you haven't yet, go subscribe to my pages. Facebook, it's High On Sci-Fi. Or on my Instagram, all one word, High On Sci-Fi. Or you can hit me up via email, and that's hightsci-fi-podcast@gmail.com. And please, be safe out there, everybody. Wash your hands, practice social distancing, and we will see you all next week. Peace.